Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Movie View. With Superman on the horizon and the excitement for James Gunn's DCU is finally starting to build. But the biggest question remains, right? How does DC not just launch a successful Superman movie, but genuinely win back the audience, the general audience, right? And in comic book fans, right? And get them reinvested into an entirely new universe, setting the stage for those like big old Endgame style team ups, right? To me, it all comes down to, character, right? And in the order in which we meet them. So today I'm going to lay out my ideal roadmap for the DCU to build momentum, establish its foundation, its core, and then expand into something truly different, unique, and, special to them. The foundation is key, right? And we know Superman, he's truly the kickoff, and that's absolutely, what you should do. He's the heart and soul of the DC universe, right? The symbolism of hope, optimism, and everything good. Establishing him as a fully formed, inspiring hero from the start, that's an automatic, right? And alongside him, we're getting Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, right? Which is fantastic. It's great. She brings a whole new, fresh perspective, a different lens inside of a Kryptonian legacy, and expands the core alien family, of who Kryptonians are, right? Those two are the perfect, starting points, initiating, points. But they're just the beginning, right? To truly get the audiences invested, reinvested into a long-term universe, the next steps are crucial. That's just what it is, right? And after Superman and Supergirl, my next priority for the DCU, to really solidify its core, its foundation, it has to be Wonder Woman. She's the third leg of the iconic Trinity. Her film needs to define, her place in the world, not just as an Amazonian warrior, princess, but as an ambassador of peace, strength, and truth, man. I think that would be the right path to go. And then following Wonder Woman, we must get the real definitive introduction to Batman. Not another origin story, but a Cape Crusaders who's been probably operating for a little bit. Perhaps already, building his Bat family, as James Gunn has hinted, with the Brave and the Bold, but Batman grounds the universe in Gotham's gritty reality, and provides a vital, distinct contrast to Superman's idealism, and in the concept of Superman, right? By dedicating films to these four pillars, I think Superman, Supergirl, Wonder Woman, and Batman, you give the audience a clear, their clear, strong anchors, for the universe. These are the characters the general public knows, loves, reads about, and sees often, right? And their successful reintroduction is huge to building trust and excitement for everything that's going to follow. Once our four main pillars are firmly established, right, then it's time to branch out, get other crucial Justice League members, and my next pick would just automatically be the Flash, after the last movies, mixed reception, man, and the new Flash film needs to re-establish the character's unique blend of speed, science, and heart. Essentially, bringing the science fiction and multiverse elements into play in a more grounded, way. And right after him, following, Aquaman, because his realm offers a super vast cinematic storytelling opportunities. It brings a big King of the Seas element to the roster. A new Aquaman film can fully explore the political intrigue, right, and the grandeur of Atlantis. Separating it from past iterations mostly, but introducing those two after the core four, it allows the audience to feel more secure, right, in the main heroes. Then, at the same time, being excited about broadening the scope of the whole universe, DCU's world, the universe. Last but not least, right? Last but not least, crucial, very crucial. The last character I believe should be introduced after these six, right? To round out the core foundation of the Justice League roster and truly deliver that Endgame type of feeling is Martian Manhunter, John Jones, right? Incredibly powerful, empathetic, and often serves as a more moral compass type of character to the league. His unique abilities, the backstory, the last of his kind. It provides a real dramatic weight and opening up of cosmic possibilities, I think. Introducing him later allows the audience to fully, appreciate the distinctness of his powers and the role, and making him feel more like a true special edition, rather than just a regular another superhero. He's the perfect character to hint at a larger universe, threatening stakes, that leads to a massive team up, and I think that's why Martian Manhunter just, he should be last. I think it'd be a perfect, topping of it, So to recap, right? Superman, Supergirl established the initial tone, of the universe. And then you get Wonder Woman, Batman, they solidify the core. And then building trust and engagement, with those characters. And then the Flash and the Aquaman, they're going to expand the world, in power sets. And then you get Martian Manhunter coming in, the last wave, completing the powerful core of the Justice League, setting the stage for some real epic universe spanning stories, right? And this isn't just about throwing characters, straight at a wall, right? It's strategic, patiently building something that, respects the audience's investment, in the universe and their money and their time, right? In stories and characters. But what do you think, of this character roadmap, for the DCU? What order would you prioritize it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more DCU insights and theories, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all on the next one.